Well, hello and welcome back to Wreckfest. This is episode 29, if you can believe it. We've been doing a career, and we've been working on challengers. And what I've been doing is doing some of these and recording them. And when I fail miserably, a lot of times with the same race that you've already seen, I don't see a real point in sharing that video over and over, basically the same video over and over again. So I try to make different content when I fail at that, and I've been failing quite a bit. So what we're going to do this time for this video to make sure that I actually have something to show you is we're going to do a custom event, and we're going to take this Hill Street circuit, and we're just going to race several cars over it, and see how they perform, and just test things out. Now this is an interesting track. It's basically mostly right angles or near right angles turns. You've got the loop here when the cars are tight. This is just a hell of an intersection. There's this little bend right here. There's, just not exactly all straightaways. So it's an interesting track. And like I said, some of these curves are something else. So we tried this TriStar the last video, and it's kind of an enjoyable little car, so I'm going to go ahead and try it again. We're going to let them be Class C, anything they want to pick. Difficulty is everything's basically at the top except for shifting. One day I'll play with doing manual, but not today. And so let's go ahead and go. I usually complain about the loading speed, but it seems to be going pretty quick this time. And here we are. And we're about ready to go, and away we do so. Alright, not too bad. Fourth place. Third here in a minute. Alright, still fourth. Whoops. Would have been a lot better, except my hand slipped off the keyboard, and I pressed all sorts of wrong keys. Uh-oh. Actually, we came through that okay. Amazingly. Alright. Really don't want to be on the outside of a turn when I don't have to be. That was a lot harder than it should have been. Still in fourth place. Not a commanding fourth place, but still, definitely, there's no question that I'm in that position. So, oops, that sucked. Still not doing bad. Fifth place on the second lap. I'm okay with that. This is an interesting track. I mean, it's at least it's not dirt. I can't imagine what it would be like doing with no traction. But there we go. Oh, did you? Yeah, you kind of screwed yourself over as well as me, but okay. Didn't exactly mean to do that, but I'm not sad that it happened. I like being in fourth place a lot better than in... Well, there we go. I want to be in fourth place more than sixth, and all of a sudden my wish came true. There we go. I didn't have to slow down to weave in between the oncoming broadside coming traffic. That would have been a little bit of a hastier run through that intersection. That would have helped me out a lot. But it wasn't. And I'm still happy with 4th place for that. Not going to try to settle for it, but we seem to be, if you look at the map on the left, we seem to have a fair amount of distance between us and the car behind us. And the same can be true for the 3rd place car and me, so. All right. Here's the car coming, and good. Not very quickly. I was really worried that was going to be a head-on. Not a head-on, but a smash into the side. 1st place. Holy cow. And it's on the 4th lap, too, so this bodes well. And this may be... Nope. This may be the last stretch. I think that's the finish line ahead. I see the checkers. All right. That was a crazy race. That was a very crazy race. I can't believe that I won. It's almost like I am starting to gain a skill set in this game. Either that or I'm using luck in all the wrong places. All right, let's see what goes on with the next car. What shall we use? What shall we use? I've never used the hearse. I've never used the cardinal. I'm kind of more inclined to use some of these if I'm going to try something new. Let's try the Rebel Rat. I don't know if I've tried that before or not. We'll make that Class B to race against. And we'll see what happens. Don't know if I've raced this one or not, honestly. On or off camera. I honestly do not remember. I seem to remember doing stuff with the spoilers, but I don't think I've ever done this one. I could be crazy. If you remember me using one of these, tell me in the comments. You never get enough comments. Nobody says, like in the last one, I honestly thought, that, my reminiscence of the history of teaching the metric system in American schools in the 1970s. I honestly thought that was, going to generate some great scholarly commentary. Oh, shoot. Oh, man. Kind of interesting. You're driving around in this thing, and it's... I've raced this track before. I think I've raced this track before on other videos as part of the, overall challenge to the career. But I never know what's coming next for some reason. I have not been able to, definitely not, know what's coming next when that happens. Well, that's not good at all. Hey, wait up. Well, that didn't work well either. I don't necessarily think this car's bad. I think I'm just driving really poorly this race. But to a certain degree, it doesn't really seem to have a whole lot to it. Now, I've not upgraded this, so it may be a B-rated car, but it's if I'd hit him a little harder, I could have probably Well, that doesn't matter. He's behind me now. I could have probably taken him out. But, you know, like you can hear it. It's just not, like, shifting very quickly. No, I've done a lot of damage to it. And I think the third thing down is the transmission, so that would explain why the shifting's so bad. I have no idea what the other things stand for. That's sad. I should maybe read the instructions. Oh, shoot. Whoops. This isn't so bad when there's fewer and fewer cars, but especially that first go-around this thing, when everybody's tightly packed. And it's the first place car usually hits the last place car, you know? You could just hear my engine not doing a whole lot. I think I'll be able to pass him, or... Yep. I think everybody's so damaged that, we have the speed of an arthritic snail. I don't know if a snail can have arthritis now that I think about it. But... Tortoise. Let's go with tortoise. Oh my goodness, that wasn't the last lap. Makes me wonder where, like, the 8 cars ahead of us are. I mean, are they, like, really far ahead of us? We haven't seen them finish yet, so they haven't, like, lapped, or, you know, come near lapping us. But, well, they would have lapped us, but there they go. And they're probably all in a big, giant pack together. So I apologize. This little last bit is a little anticlimactic. But we'll try a different car the next time. We'll probably go up into the A category, because I like the one car, the Laser, that is, you know, virtually impossible not to destroy yourself in. But there's that other one that's the Drag Slayer, that it's like once you lose a wheel on that, you're just toast. All right, well, that was, like I said, that wasn't the most insanely interesting race I've ever done, so we'll move on from that. This one will make up for it, you know, we'll bring up the average. Really like the Nexus RX. We're definitely going to have to do that, that's a given. You know what? I mentioned doing the others, the A's up here. Let's do the Drag Slayer. It's if we're out early, we're out early. Everybody gets to be Class A. And once again, everything's the same. We kept all the same settings, so hopefully this one's a little bit more exciting. The cars are a lot faster and a lot less steerable, as I recollect, which ought to make the right turns all the more interesting, at least for me. Since I didn't make everybody have one of these. Well, so far, so good. All right, that wasn't so good. This is really hard to turn. I don't know why. That's difficult, but there we go. We're up in 5th place. I'll take it. Like that. It's just like I'm not making that turn at all. I think it relies too much on me flinging the car in the right direction before I give it a lot of gas, and I'm not very good at flinging it in the right direction. So I think on like straightaways like this, I ought to have a pretty decent advantage. Well, maybe not. Maybe not an advantage, but But the turns, and I think I'm without a tire. All right, come on, go. Yeah, we'll try to reset it and see if that makes a difference, but I think we're going to be ending this race early. I can't imagine doing this on 3 wheels without before this thing gets me stuck again over and over. All right. We'll try. So I did better than these guys. Well, I was doing better than those guys. I just can't steer with this thing. I have 1 tire. There's a way to change the camera, and it seemed like I knew what the keys were, but can't seem to recall it now. Otherwise, I'd look. But yeah, we're obviously not getting too far anywhere. And you know what? Since the last one was such boring because the car was damaged, I'm going to say let's just do something different. I was hoping that would be a little more entertaining, but it clearly wasn't. And we'll just go ahead and not take any points on that. You can just laugh at my abysmal failure. Let's move this up to the Razor. Let's make everybody have a Razor. Oops. And we'll go from there. I like these cars. They're fast, and when they're damaged, they're not damaged like, oh, look, my wheels fell off, and all I can do is rev the engine like we just did. It's more of a, okay, this is broken and a Hulk to be contended with in the middle of the race, which seems to be the most fun. All right. Didn't mean to spin those guys out, but I spin that guy out. I think I was doing better before that happened. He just kind of got in my way. These cars are not easy to control, but they're way easier than that drag slayer thing. All right, 3rd place. And a decent 3rd place. I mean, not saying we can't lose it, but there is distance between us and the cars behind us. That didn't help. It's crazy. There are times where this car is really easy to drive, and there are times you just totally lose control of it, and there's just nothing that you can do about it. Like right there, for some reason, I just couldn't fling that thing around. Other times, I fling the thing sideways and speed down this road like nothing. It's a little harder now that I don't have a wheel so much on the left side. Still 4th place though, even if I can't turn. 6th place, still can't turn. Uh-oh. Well, I can't believe it. It's like this entire race has been, this entire video, rather, has been me in pretty bad cars. Not necessarily of my, I'm not saying it's not my fault. Uh-oh. But I can't turn. Almost worked. Thing is that I can't keep up with anybody. So my hope, I'm just going to be as aggressive as possible and try to use the other cars to do my bidding. Ah! Well, that almost worked. Just didn't have enough steer. If I could have banked off of him the right way, that would have worked. All right. Well, at least we ended that one more honestly than the last one. Oh, shoot. All right. This has been a long one. I did really good, and then I did really badly. So the only thing that I can think to do at this point in time is the school bus. Because why not? That's just the time-honored tradition of ending videos with the school bus, isn't it? Well, at least in the ones we do like this. All right. You'd think that, like, they'd be yellow. Or at least some of them yellow. I don't really remember seeing, like, school buses in these particular colors. Wonder if that was done to stop, like, letters. I don't know. Oh, shoot. See, there's no good way through this, so let's just wait for everybody to get through, and then we'll go. No good could have come out of trying to get through that mess, as we could see by everybody else getting mangled in it. Well, that did not work well. Sometimes the turns are actually easier to make in the bus because you can kind of just go around without really having to slow down all that much. But sometimes that happens when you do that. But, you know, the steering is a lot more responsive, I think, just probably because the length of it sort of makes it happen, you know, from the standpoint of... Uh-oh. All right. That was ugly. We lost a lot of hit points in that one. I saw it coming. There was nothing I could do to stop it. It makes that nice realistic dent in the side, though. I like that. All right, third place again. He must have lost a tire or something. I was kind of hoping to hit him hard enough to get him to go into the other bus, but it looks like all I managed to do is damage myself enough that I'm going to have to be very careful with those turns and not taking them too fast no matter what. Well, or I can just let that happen. All right. Well, that wasn't exactly the greatest of my endeavors, and I apologize that maybe this one isn't as quite as top-notch as some of the videos we've had on this. But it's always fun. There's always a lot of wreckage and a lot of carnage, so I'm still going to put this in a category that this is worth watching because it's Wreckfest, you know? And so, if you would, please like the video. Please subscribe to my channel. Have a great day. Be safe.